Welcome to the Vanilla to Vixen podcast. This show contains adult content, so if you are under 18 or easily offended, please switch off now. Mr. and Mrs. N are not qualified relationship counsellors. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Now the disclaimer is out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy our journey from Vanilla to Vixen.
Welcome to episode 172 of Vanilla to Vixen. We are your hosts, Mr. and Mrs. N, and we're also sometimes known as
the Naughty Couple.
Hello, Mrs. N, for the 172nd time.
Are you not sick of saying it yet?
Absolutely not.
I love being called Mrs. N.
There we go, yes.
How are you, Mr. N?
I'm very good, thank you very much. Very, very good. I'm very excited about the episode today because we have a very special guest on.
We do have a very special guest. He has been mentioned on previous podcasts, but this is the first time we've actually got him in this shed.
Absolutely. Now, we thought with this episode, we would kind of have a little bit of a flashback. And in the very early episodes of Vanilla to Vixen, we talked about people's biggest fears in the naughty hobby. So if you're a naughty hobbyist, I think one of your biggest fears about going to a club or going to a swingers event is bumping into someone that you might know.
Yes.
Or, of course, being discovered on Fab Swingers.
Yes.
By somebody you might know, and you think, oh my God, the embarrassment. But we are here to distill your worries and fears. Is that right, Mrs. N?
It is. We're one of those things, you know, where you get somebody to try something first, so everybody else can either know that they don't want to do it or they do want to do it.
Yes, yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Imagine if we'd done that with Smarties. The blue ones never would invent it. Do you remember the blue Smarties that sent all the kids mental?
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah. We'd been bouncing off the room and we could have saved everybody all that trouble. We're the swinging guinea pigs.
We are. We're like the crash test dummies, aren't we, of the swinging world?
We're dummies. I'm not sure about the crash test bit. But everybody, welcome anyway. And before we start the meat of the show, I do have a very special announcement to make.
Ooh.
As you know, Mrs. N, it's been getting very, very cold indeed.
It is nippy.
It's chapel hat peg weather.
It certainly is.
I don't know where that saying came from. Nipples like chapel hat pegs.
Yes.
It's a very old saying, that one. And we've got a severe weather warning. The AA have warned that anyone travelling in icy conditions should take a shovel, blankets, sleeping bag, extra clothing, including a scarf and hat, obviously, and gloves, 24-hour supply of food, drink, de-icer, rock salt, torch, spare battery, petrol can, first aid kit and jump leads. Take that with you, but there is a bit of a warning that you will look a right twat on the bus when you carry it.
I was expecting you to come out with like some sex toys or something in that malarkey.
No, you could use the jump leads.
Well, you could do.
So this is episode 172. 2 weeks ago, we made a very special announcement. I would say probably the biggest announcement ever of our lives.
It was huge.
Because it does massively affect our lives. And you've probably heard the advert if you live in the UK, France, Spain or Ireland. You probably heard the advert on the front of this show advertising the brand new V2V Club.
I still can't believe you're saying it.
I know. So it's true. We are absolutely insane. We've mortgaged the dog. We've mortgaged the goldfish. The bank manager basically owns our ass now. And we are building a club.
We are. We promised you that we'd take you on the journey with us, and we're going to give you little snippets as things come up.
Exactly.
So we have got some information to share with you this week.
Absolutely. And there's going to be some ups and downs, just like there always is in the swinging hobby. And we spent a long time, didn't we? We spent a very long time looking for the right venue.
Yes, this hasn't been an easy journey by any stretch of the imagination.
Absolutely not. We played the that would make a great swinging club game. Only we were then playing it with real monies.
That got a little bit scary, didn't it?
It doesn't suddenly become quite so fun.
We have to say though, we have learnt an awful lot, haven't we?
Oh, we've learnt so much, and we have so many people to be thankful for that we've learned from.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been doing this now for 3 years, talking the talk on the podcast. We've learned some incredibly harsh lessons, I would say, with meets and things that didn't go as planned, as we've always said. We've always enjoyed our club visits. I don't think we've ever really had...
No, we haven't.
Extremely negative.
No, not at all.
We've always documented club visits that probably, where we've personally dealt with our issues throughout club visits. Like, we've talked about, for instance, feeling inadequate in clubs sometimes. And you go on that race with yourself. But other than that, the actual clubs themselves, I think we've had generally pretty positive experiences.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
In every club we've gone to.
Yeah.
So with that, we've kind of tried to do what we think is the best of all the clubs we've ever been to, which obviously inevitably means leaving some stuff out.
Yeah.
Building the dream club, it would have been Balmoral. With Olympic-sized swimming pools.
That would have been good, wouldn't it?
It would have been a bit of fun. We'd have had Prince Andrew after us again there. So,
I mean, we've put a lot of thought into being in the right area, being the right building kind of thing.
Yeah, the right venue.
The right venue. We've thought very, very carefully about it. Obviously... It's not going to be the perfect venue. I don't think the perfect venue exists.
We've had long conversations with our crew, and we've spoken to Rogers and the Camming Girl. And I've had exhaustive conversations with Mr. Saucy.
Yes.
And I am forever the artist. I live in agony.
You do, dear.
An artist lives in agony. A true artist, they say, lives in agony because... You're longing to create that artwork that is the perfect artwork. And of course, it doesn't exist.
No.
So, I've said, will people like it? And if we leave that out, we can't have this and we can't do that. And so you always want to have the perfect venue. And like we said, the perfect swinging club does not exist.
Exactly.
What's perfect for one person will be totally rubbish for another.
Yes.
So with that in mind, we'll tell you what we've created or about to create and how we got there. So we can reveal that the location is kind of, I would say, town-based in Nuneaton, Warwickshire.
Yes.
Kind of on the edge.
Just on the edge.
It's on the edge of Nuneaton. It's on the edge of Nuneaton in Warwickshire. We're not revealing too much just yet, but that is the place. It's easily accessible from the West Midlands, East Midlands, all sorts of Midlands.
Yeah, you can get to it from the M69.
M69, which is my favourite motorway.
Yes, from the A5.
The most important thing in a club is the amenities, isn't it? It's the facilities around the club, because you need good hotels, you need parking really close to the club.
Yeah.
And obviously it needs a door, toilets, a couple of other things. And the important thing was it's got really nice, really reasonable priced hotels.
Yeah.
Less than 600 yards away.
Yes.
So you can literally walk to the hotel to the club. And that was one of our most important things, because we do have people right from all over the country come to V2V.
Yes.
And the other thing with the club is the layout. So we thought we'd talk today a little bit about the layout of the club. So we can reveal it's quite high ceilinged.
It's very high ceilinged.
You can't touch it with your hands.
No, you certainly can't. Well, not unless you're on a bungee.
I would say it's about 18 feet tall. The ceilings,
Possibly. I wouldn't have a clue.
Because we wanted it to be a party venue, didn't we?
Yes.
We wanted it to be V2V, the big lounge kind of thing.
Yeah.
So everyone could socialise. It's got a big social area with a massive licensed bar.
Yes.
So we've got a fully licensed bar in a great big social area.
Yeah.
Which should hold many peoples.
Enough people for your guest list, Mr. N.
Just enough. But you don't want it too big.
No.
Otherwise, then when you're doing a smaller, more intimate party, it feels rubbish.
Yeah.
So we think we've played it about right with the size of the place.
I think so.
It's over 3,000 square foot.
Yeah.
So it's a nice sized venue.
Yeah.
But shouldn't be... it shouldn't feel empty when you've probably got, around 40 couples or something like that.
Yeah.
And the second part of it is, does it have private lounges, stroke playrooms, that type of malarkey? The answer is yes, it does.
It does.
It has 4 or 5 different lounges in there and private areas where you can get undressed if you want to and come out looking all sparkly and shiny.
Is that just you in your boxers?
Yes, it is. It's going to have a locker room.
It is going to have a locker room, yeah.
I think lockers are really important.
Yes, they are. Yes.
And the other thing that people have been asking for on the Vanilla to Vixen chat, does it have showers? And one lady was like, I can't cope if it doesn't have a shower. So yes, it does.
Well, it will do.
It will do.
Yes.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment, but it is on the plan.
It will be Mr. N standing there with a bucket of warm water. No, honestly, it won't. It's going to be better than that. I've got a hose pipe. No, we've got 2 proper showers.
Yes, there will be, yeah.
Proper men's shower, proper ladies' shower.
Yes, that's right, there will be.
Okay. Now, the other question is quite a big question here. Will it have sweet treats? We've already answered that.
We have answered that.
So it's going to be full range of confectionery, cakes, sweets, chocolate, and an old-fashioned sweets counter.
We're going to have a proper pick and mix.
Proper pick and mix.
I'm a very happy girl.
Another question on our Vanilla to Vixen Discord chat. Does it have a hot tub?
That was one of the questions.
Phase 1, no, it will not have a hot tub.
We had to make a decision, didn't we, Mr. N? Because there isn't enough room to have a hot tub and quite a nice...
The areas that we want to create initially.
And we had to kind of decide which thing we thought was more important at this stage.
And we came to a lot of thinking about this, because obviously you have hot tubs in clubs that are just sensational. So Liberty Elite probably has one of the best hot tubs in the country.
Yes.
Of any club I've ever been in. And I mean other clubs like David Lloyd and such. It really does have a sensational hot tub. So the thing with a hot tub is when a lot of people have been in a hot tub, it can look a bit but the reason that, for instance, Liberty Elite's hot tub looks amazing is because it has a ridiculously brilliant filtration system.
It does.
So we can't create that kind of system where we are at this moment in time.
No.
And we don't want to copy. We've said this before. Liberty Elite is a beautiful club. We love it dearly. And we don't want to build another Liberty Elite. There would be no point.
No, exactly.
So for that reason, we've not gone for a hot tub.
But that doesn't mean to say it's not something that we might look at in the future.
Exactly. And if enough people demand it, we will put a hot tub in.
Yes.
But at this stage, it's not got a hot tub.
No.
Because but then went to other clubs, and you can have hot tubs where they have like hot tubs for 4 or 6 people, but you don't get the same sociable area.
No.
That clubs like Chameleons or Liberty Elite do with their massive hot tubs where you can get like 20 odd people in. So you're taking away a lot of area that can be a good social space. So for that reason, we've gone more along the Purple Mamba vibe, and created a social area, but no hot tub.
We've got that one out the way.
Don't shoot us for that.
No, please don't. Bear with us.
Yes. Now, one question, and this is quite a good question: does it have an outside area? And the lady says, Mr. N, I love an outside area. Please tell me it has a vaping area.
And we can confirm it certainly does have an outside area.
It does. We've got an outside area which we think will be very, very private.
Yes.
And no one can see you, and it's just nice.
Yes.
It's very nice. But also as well, the whole club will be air conditioned.
It will be.
So in the summer, when it's hot and sticky and it's baking, hopefully you won't be like that at V2V.
No, unless you really want to be.
Unless you really want to be hot and sweaty, yeah. If you really want to be hot and sweaty, you can do your thing. One more question that we were asked. Mm-hmm. Does it have hosted events? Well, not at the moment. It's not open. But the answer to that question is we will have hosted events.
Yes.
We will hopefully be having some established hosts.
Hopefully.
That already do parties. And we've got some brand new hosts, which they are sexy and they're going to be amazing.
They are going to be amazing. And also, we just want to let you guys know that even though it's going to be the V2V Club, we will still be running our monthly V2V events.
Absolutely. And that's the whole point of it. It's so we could take V2V to that next stage.
Yes.
Where, we've got this huge social area in the club. It's got a massive bar, and hopefully we can get a combination of that social and naughty time and just create that feeling that V2V creates.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the sweet treats.
And the sweet.
People are only coming for the sweet treats.
Well, that's the only reason I'm going.
And that's the thing. It's like you can come in, you can have a cake, you can have a bite to eat. And if you feel that it's not for you, if you're brand new to this naughty hobby, then you can just go. You don't have to do any naughtiness.
No, not at all. No,
you're there for cake and a pick and mix.
If you speak to Mr. N about his coffee, he'll keep you there most of the night. So,
yes, I wasn't asked if it had a coffee machine,
but you're going to let people know anyway.
I'm going to tell people anyway. We have fresh ground coffee that I've spent an exhaustive amount of time researching.
You have to understand, listeners, what happens at the V2V Club has been researched to within an inch of its life. Because that's what we do.
We're also hoping to have a gaming area.
Yes. We've been to Purple Mamba.
Yeah.
If anybody's been and they've been upstairs in the lounge area.
Beautiful.
They have naughty Jenga there and a couple of other bits and pieces. And it's just good fun.
It is, absolutely.
And they're great icebreakers as well. And as guys, we like to do little icebreakers to get everybody chatting and having a good time. So, yeah, we're trying to create a little game area in the social bit.
Yeah, we've got a little social lounge at the back, which we think is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
And we also have, whilst you're eating your iced bun, or maybe your flapjack, I just don't know.
Oh, blimey.
Perhaps you're a millionaire shortbread kind of guy or girl. I don't know.
Me personally, I like a bit of tiffin.
Oh, I bet you do. So whilst you're doing that, I've been looking at games that we can play on Amazon.
Yes.
I have found a Wheel of Fortune. So wait for it. You can actually create your own truth or dare Wheel of Fortune.
I think it could be really funny.
It could be funny. It could be carnage.
It could be.
And nothing in between. I told this to Mr. Saucy and he's like, Mr. N, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Have you seen the meme where Roy Keane, Roy Keane, the footballer, on television, he was watching a game and he just looks up and he goes, I'm not sure that was a wise move. That was Mr. Saucy when I was talking about my idea. So I want to put in the club a big wheel of fortune wheel, and you get like a washable marker, and you can create your own truth or dares or whatever you want to do on the wheel of fortune, and everyone gets to spin.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, listener, this is up to you. Send us a message on Fab Swingers. We are Naughty Couple space V2V Club now.
Ooh.
Naughty Couple, Naughty CP1 space V2V Club on Fab Swingers. And send us a message, or you can send us an email. And if you could think of a naughty game or a game, doesn't have to be naughty, that's better than my Wheel of Fortune, send us a message, let me know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Wheel of Fortune is happening.
As we always say, you have to try these things.
Exactly.
At least twice.
If you think the Wheel of Fortune is a terrible idea...
and you agree with Saucy...
write in.
Let us know.
And I will sell the Wheel of Fortune and buy something else.
So there's a few snippets of what you've got to look forward to.
Absolutely, yes.
And obviously we'll keep giving you bits more of information each week.
Yes, it's going to be very exciting. As we've said before, you're coming along with us with a journey. We can tell you we have signed the necessary paperwork for the club. So a lot of it is all official now. Obviously, we've not literally dotted the I's and crossed the T's. There's still a couple more legal things we've got to do.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've kind of like signed for everything and everything's kind of official. And yeah, it's happening. And it will be opening, hopefully, more or less the beginning of February.
Yes.
2026. And we want you there along with us on this very special adventure.
We certainly do. And while we're talking about you guys, again, we cannot thank you enough for the amount of messages of support and the lovely comments that you've sent us, and also your ideas for the club, because we love that. This club is for you guys, so we want you to feel a part of it, and we just are blown away by the reaction that we've had from it. From the bottom of our hearts, we really, really do appreciate it.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole point of the club is to create somewhere where it's perfect for newcomers as well as established vixens, where you can just be you, be totally relaxed, and you can meet like-minded people with absolutely no pressure, no expectations, and that's it. It's just a place to meet and make great connections.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
So now we move from the V2V Club.
Yes.
On to this week's episode. Oh my word. This is a gentleman who is a regular now on the V2V chat, the Vanilla to Vixen Discord chat room.
Yes, he is.
Which, if you didn't know, is on our website, v2v.uk. So if you're not on there, have a look on there. All the forthcoming information about the club will be on v2v.uk. All our events will be on there very, very soon for next year. And this gentleman, well, you've known him for some considerable time, Mrs.
Yes, you have. Yes. He's kind of been on this journey with us in his own sort of way.
Absolutely. And now joining us here in the studio, we have got Billion71.
Hello, my lovely.
Hello.
So, for the listeners, you may not realise who Billion71 is, but if you have listened to episode 7...
It was epic episode 7.
And we may have mentioned him once or twice on the podcast, haven't we, Mr. N?
I think so.
He's a gentleman that I actually went to school with.
This was the very first gentleman we knew in vanilla life that then transcended into corrupting.
Yeah, you can call it corrupting again.
I think we may have been responsible for that.
We took him to the club. And I can still remember picking him up, and you were standing there, Billion, in a very cool shirt. It was really cool.
It was a cool shirt.
I seem to remember it was a warm night. It was a lovely night, but I was shivering. I think that was fair. What am I doing? But,
I'm so glad that you've forgiven us.
well, it's only taken us 3 years, I think it was.
176 episodes later to get you on.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed that I made it onto 007. I felt quite...
Hey.
That's it, you see, ladies. James Bond, Billion.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
They're looking for a new James Bond.
Well, I think I might be a bit past that. Yeah.
Sean Connery, he kept going, he was a cool guy.
Well, you never know.
You never
I'll
know.
give it a go.
You
There
never
you go.
know.
If the Broccoli brothers and sisters... Oh, no, they've sold it now to Amazon.
Yeah.
They've sold it.
Oh.
You never know.
It's not the same.
I think there's more chance of me being an Amazon delivery driver than James Bond. But I can deliver pleasure. There you go.
There you go. Smooth.
Hey. So basically, guys, to give you the background to this, Billy and Bessim, we went to school together, didn't we?
We
so
did.
we have known
We
each
did.
other since we were about 11.
11, yeah.
And myself and Mr. N decided to take him to Libs one evening, didn't we?
We did. And it kind of shows our naivety 3 years ago. Because the first party, it was like, just come out this Friday. What's on? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's Dark Desires.
Yeah.
And Dark Desires, it was pretty full on.
Yes.
And Dark Desires, when it's a full night, for anybody that doesn't know, Dark Desires is mainly a night for ladies that like black gentlemen.
Yeah.
And so it's got a very, very R&B club vibe. The club is almost blacked out completely, as in the curtains are all closed and the music's a little bit extra loud, and it's like the smoke machine's on full. it's on volume 10, and it Dark Desires was my favourite night.
Yeah, it was. It
at
was.
Libs. I loved Dark Desires.
I think what we didn't realise was, because we remember the first time we went to a Dark Desires, and I know we've talked about it on the podcast before,
Yeah.
but because it was one of our favourite nights and we'd been several times, I think we'd forgotten how it would be for somebody brand new to come into it.
Somebody very vanilla.
And a single gentleman at that. I mean, I was there like just partying with my wife, but to be a single gentleman at Dark Desires, I can imagine it was pretty intimidating.
It was. I mean, I did get chatting to the organisers, and I said to them, I can't believe they've brought me to a night like this. And the guys there, like I say, the organisers there, I said, there's me. I did actually manage to take my towel off and get into the
You did?
into the jacuzzi, but there's lots of buff black guys standing around, and I'm stood next to them with whatever I've got to offer. But it was. Well, it was. I mean, it's an extreme night. But for me, Mr. Pale Vanilla, it was an extremely extreme night, and certainly an experience that I wouldn't say has scarred me, but it's
It took 3 years to recover from the experience.
it's taken a while for me to sort of go from I'm not going back there again to sort of like making it back to the club, which was a completely different experience.
So how long was it between that first memorable night to then you coming to the... Because I remember you then stepped away from it and then you came back to it. How long was that?
So was it... I've got a feeling it must have been 2022 that you took me, I believe.
It must have been, yeah.
And then I came back to the club on a V2V night, the summer party.
Oh my God!
I mean, what are we trying to do to you?
Yeah. So it was basically 3 years,
Oh wow!
But the I moved away from it completely. A little bit of my mental health and things like that. So nothing that you guys ever did, but I just
Can we have that in writing?
Yeah, I'll sign the document. But yeah, I just needed for my own sanity, sort of like move away from things. Sort of like. I'd gone through divorce, losing parents, gone through COVID, had relationships, a little bit of heartbreak and everything like that. And I think,
and joking aside, we call it the naughty hobby, the swinging lifestyle. It is an intense thing on your mental health.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally agree.
I mean, back then, like I say, coming out of a relationship, a little bit of heartbreak, felt like I needed some validation. I always go along the lines of use it or lose it. So I certainly didn't want to lose it. Not prepared to go and get it. I'm going to say it, what's the right way of putting it? Some companionship.
Yeah.
Through dating sites and that, when my heart wasn't in it. And I just thought, well, I've got to know, I now know people on that side of the life of the naughty hobby.
The dark side.
It was definitely the dark side. and I was intrigued, so that's why I sort of like asked you guys if you could take me along so I could experience something. And yes, I certainly experienced something. Come full circle, and the experience I've now had is night and day. So
I'm going to say now as well, and we've known each other. I've not known you obviously as long as you've known Mrs. N, but I've known you many years, and I personally am going to thank you for one of the most beautiful things you did as an outsider, because I remember you coming across our Fab account, which I think had it got our faces on at that point. I think it had.
I think I think there were some shots that I certainly recognised you.
But the way you said it to us was one of the most beautiful things, because it was like, I'm really sorry, you apologised, which I remember, but I've come across your Fab account, and I wanted you to know, the way you wrote it was just one of the most beautiful things. And from us on the inside, because you never know when somebody discovers you, and we've had both spectrums of haven't we? We've had people that have took a very extreme negative, and yourself that made it such a positive experience for us on the inside of it, that it's okay. Our friend's seen us, and he's seen us in compromising positions, and he's been so gentlemanly about it, and so grown up, if you want, so mature.
Yeah.
And it was just the most beautiful thing that we didn't feel embarrassed that you'd seen those pictures, and we didn't feel embarrassed that we clicked that we like gangbangs and whatever we got at that time, I can't remember. But to have that, and that's a real thing for anybody listening to this show, where if you do accidentally click on someone, that's a huge fear for most people in this lifestyle, that when you get discovered, it's going to be the most horrendous embarrassment that you have to live through.
Yeah. And
you are living, breathing example of just how nice it can be.
I mean, for me, what happened, obviously I was on Fab Swingers looking for something, didn't really know what I was looking for, but when there was the realisation that, I know someone. And so what actually happened was I'd seen you on there, and then a couple of days later you'd actually hidden all your photos for whatever reason. I know you can click the button on them and hide them.
It was probably before we were even doing like the parties and stuff.
Yeah. But I immediately felt guilty. I thought, oh my God, they've seen that somebody the same age as yourselves, not that far away with the initial, because that's all I had as my name with the initial, has looked at you. They've obviously realised it's me. Why wouldn't it be me? So they've hidden all their photos. And I was actually up in the Yorkshire Dales on the motorbike, and I'd been riding around looking at the scenery, but in my mind all the time was like, what do I do? What do I do? What's the right thing to do? What's the right thing to do? So I actually pulled over into a lay-by and then typed out the message that I sent to you.
Yeah.
Because I just felt guilty, and I didn't want. I just wanted you to know that it was as far as I was concerned, it was okay. And I respected you both. I respected you both beforehand. But just because I found this, I didn't want there to be any embarrassment, and I was concerned that you might have thought it might have been me. I mean, how you could work it out just by my age and one initial.
It does just think your imagination just runs wild.
Oh yes, yeah.
In this lifestyle, it just runs absolutely crazy.
I think. Do you know what was nice for us though is that with you reaching out, we were able to have like a conversation, just to say, look, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
We're not bothered if you're not bothered. I think I may have replied with, well, you've seen mine, I want to see yours. I think that's probably how the conversation ended.
That sounds like a Mrs. N reply.
Oh, yeah.
But it was lovely just to be able to have that conversation, just to say, please don't worry, it's absolutely fine, we're okay with it. But, we, like Mr. N says, we totally appreciated the way you approached it.
I mean, the thing is, I think with Fab Swingers, me being a single guy, with Fab Swingers, it can be quite a dark place. I do think it can be a dark place. I don't message lots of people. I certainly don't get lots of messages back, and that's fine.
You've not had this episode yet. When this episode goes out, ladies. Oh yeah.
But sort of having chatted to you, and then certainly since I've been on Discord, it's a completely different vibe on Discord. It's so respectful.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable, and everybody just shows themselves as being normal people with normal daily lives. It's certainly not sordid. Some of the conversations on there are hilarious.
They are hilarious.
I can't believe that not that many people like mushy peas.
There is some of the most odd conversations.
Yeah,
but there are some of the conversations on there are really random. But it just feels like a more loving environment. And, it's one of the things I wanted to say to you. Sort of, obviously, I came back 3 years later. When I walked into that playroom the first time.
Can I ask then how you got from, obviously you needed time out. Mm-hmm. At what point, what was it that turned you and were like, no, I'm going to give this a go again, or what changed your mind?
Well, I think it's just being in contact with you guys throughout. Obviously, the night that you took me to Dark Desires was the first night that you spoke to the owner of Liberty Elite about putting your own nights on.
Oh my God, that was legendary. Yeah. I forgot.
Because my overall thought was it came to 2:00 and I kind of wanted to go. and at 2:50 when you were still chatting away to the owner, I was like, what are they doing? What are they talking about? I want to go. So I don't know if you noticed, I was quite quiet on the way home. But yeah, just being in contact with you, hearing what you guys are doing, the following that you've built up, and the nights you've done, it just felt like a completely different environment, although it was in the same building. And I guess just that thing of use it or lose it.
Yeah.
So I thought, this sounds great. I wonder how I can become part of it again, if I wanted to sort of like just dip my toes in. So that's kind of when I reached out to you again.
So when you came to the V2V...
And it was a Saturday night, wasn't it? Because
yes,
we paired you up with a beautiful lady.
We do. Yeah. We knew the perfect person for you.
Yeah.
She is amazing, and she knows who she is, and she's listening. How
Hello,
would you
by the way.
How would you compare then between going to the Dark Desires to coming to the V2V?
The Dark Desires, I mean, obviously I was nervous, and everything was overwhelming, sort of like the everything, the lighting, like you say, the smoke machine, the people in there, just walking into that environment. Whereas you walk into a V2V event and you just, it felt like there was love in the room rather than dark desires, you know.
I suppose I think some people may say dark desires can be a little bit hardcore.
It is hardcore,
isn't it?
Although, I mean, for a start, in Dark Desires, you've got a lot of single guys that know each other.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, beautiful guys. It's a beautiful community at Dark Desires. But you've still got that thing where you've got a lot of guys that know each other. And on V2V, we have a lot of people that don't know each other.
Yes.
That we kind of just throw together.
I mean, one of the things I do want to say is, because it sounds like I'm being quite down on Dark Desires, can I just say that when I did walk into that room, although it was quite overwhelming, it was obvious that a lot of people were having a lot of pleasure and having an amazing time. But just for me personally, it was a little bit overwhelming.
Well, in fairness, that's why there are different events, because not everybody likes all the events.
Would you describe it as more casual?
It was more casual, far more relaxed, a lot more chat going on. I think perhaps it wasn't quite so loud, so you could talk to people a little bit easier. I mean, certainly when you walked into the playroom, you know, the lovely young lady that sort of escorted me, sort of helped me through things. You know, she's got a lot of energy, and that rubbed off on me in more ways than one. But it just, I think the difference is, it felt like walking into Dark Desires. Again, lots of people having fun, but lots of people fucking.
Yeah.
Whereas it felt more loving when you walked into that room. It was lots of people making love, and it's just how that came across to me. It didn't feel quite so intimidating.
Which I suppose, when you think about it, we have a lot of couples that don't even full swap.
No.
Because they're there on their first night. So it could be couples that are just enjoying the sexual chemistry of the room, but just on a bed on their own and not wanting to share or anything. So I guess it's right, yeah.
I mean, there was certainly, there wasn't as much swapping as I imagined, but there was lots of people equally having fun.
Yeah.
And just looking, I mean, I enjoyed being on the sideline for a little bit, just watching what was going on, and people enjoy, you know, having fun.
I mean,
as you know, we go, it's shit here. Just laying here looking at this. This is shit.
We always say, you know, people who watch porn, when you actually go and see it live, it's very different.
Oh, yeah, completely differently. I mean, when I wasn't sure if there was a round of applause when I walked in on the first time, but there's certainly a lot of slapping going on. Which meant that whatever was going on was quite hardcore. And like I say, the first time I went in, and you two guys were straight into the already overcrowded jacuzzi, and I just thought, there's not enough room in there for me. So I did sort of stand at the sidelines for a little bit until it emptied out a little bit. And when there was some space, I was brave enough to join you.
That's a big step.
It is a big step.
That's a huge step.
Well, there's about 4 or 5 big steps
There
up
are.
there. But
There are. Always watch that bottom one when you get in, though.
well, yeah. Mr. N has told me about his head first, so I managed to avoid that faux pas. But it was. I just didn't know really what I was doing. Sort of like didn't know whether to smile, laugh, cry. Sort of like just the nervousness came out in me. So
it's a lot to process.
Yeah, but I have to say, anybody that was talking to in the jacuzzi that night, everybody was lovely. There was nobody, you know, the single guy, nobody was there was intimidating to me, but the environment and everything else going on was environment. But individually, everybody was lovely.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
like I say, I did have to dip out and get dressed and go back and have a drink. But I was talking to the organisers, and even they said, I can't believe they brought you to this is your first time here, and they've brought you to this night.
Yeah, it was mental. It was mental.
I'm so sorry.
And I was like, they brought me here to this night.
Yeah, we were just like, you'll be all right. You'll be fine.
But no, it is. I mean, for those that are interested in Dark Desires, go for it. You know, I really don't want my experience to sort of dampen anybody else's experience.
I don't think it does.
Not at all.
Dark Desires does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is an R&B night. You've got a lot of Black Caribbean guys, a lot of black guys there, and you know, that culture, that music, the R&B. I love it myself. So take away the sexual side of things, I just love that environment. But I can appreciate from a sexual point of view. Yeah, it's a bit like, okay, this is hardcore.
I did say to the organiser, I can't believe they brought me here. So all these big dicks hanging around. And I'm sort of stood there as well, you know, but no, sort of like, you know, we moved forward. I took that time out. I needed a bit of time, you know, again, relationships, in and out of relationships and stuff like that.
We did message, didn't we, constantly?
Yeah.
And you said, look, I need some time out. And again, we totally respected that and just kind of left you alone a bit of time.
But I mean, one of the things I will say, and you know, you gave me the time, you gave me the space, but you did check in on me, and I felt that. I felt really appreciative of that. That you know, you knew what night you'd taken me to, and but you still cared, you know.
We were worried that you were going to get locked up or something. We mentally broken you.
Yeah. But no, you did take care of me in more ways than one. So it's something I'll always be appreciative
I think it's the least we could have done, honey. Under the circumstances.
How can we fix this?
Yes.
Yeah. But no, it was like I say, the V2V event was amazing. Really, sort of like felt confident and happy chatting to everyone. Everyone was chatty back. Completely different environment. You know, it felt like a party. And then when you went into the big room, I've not ventured upstairs yet, but when you went into the big room again, it didn't feel awkward. It just felt like a nice, loving environment where you could talk to people. Don't have any expectations. That's the one thing I was told. And if you don't have those expectations, then you're in for a good night. You know, it's a really great environment. And you guys and your team, I've got to say, and your team, they're all perfect hosts, making you feel really welcome. So that was a completely
that means a lot, honey.
different
Thank
environment.
you.
Yeah,
Pass that on. Although they all listen.
They do.
They all listen.
They are an amazing bunch.
They are.
We're incredibly lucky. So have you found, now being on Discord, because we do bolt on about joining Discord.
The Vixen Discord room,
Yeah.
which you can find on v2v.uk.
Yes.
Our events website, which will become our club website.
Oh my word.
Still feels a bit weird.
It does, doesn't it, saying that? But we always say Discord, it's not a pickup joint. So I know a lot of people use Fab to meet people that way.
Yeah.
But we don't use Discord that way. It literally is to make connections, make friends, join the community, isn't it?
I think Fab has its place. I think it's a good tool, and a lot of people go on about Fab because it's the wide open web. You've got people on there that you would not want to meet. No. You know, there's people on there that will have completely different tastes to other people. The V2V Discord room is for people that are genuinely interested in meeting people.
Yeah, I quite
it's
agree.
definitely got a completely different feeling. A bit like the two different nights that I've been to, sort of with the Discord chat. It is a friendly chat. You know, it's not. You certainly don't feel like there's people on there just hunting for one thing. You know, it is a great place to chat, and the chat is about anything and everything. You know,
I need to ask you, have you been in the gentleman's room?
I might have been in the gentleman's room, but it is the gentleman's room.
There you go.
You're not going to give anything away.
Exactly.
Well, I can give you something away if you want. Do you want to know what we talk about?
Yeah.
Well, we spoke about motorbikes. We spoke about what it's like for men from a male perspective. there you go. There's two things.
No, that's interesting because obviously I know that there's the ladies' room, and I've been in the ladies' room, and they are a fabulous bunch. If you are feeling a little bit under par or having a wobble, the support you get is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same in the gentleman's room. You know, there are things that are spoken about from a male perspective, and it's nice to feel supported by other guys. You know, I don't think it's necessarily something that us guys would talk about, but you certainly feel like you can talk about things on there and not be judged. You know, it's obvious that there's people from different backgrounds, and it's nice to get the support from other guys, whether they're part of a couple or single guys. There are people on there that are very forthcoming with their support and advice. It's just a really nice, reassuring place to be. So it is a very good sort of part of the Discord.
I suppose being a single guy and thinking, going back to Fab, and we've heard stories of single guys on Fab before, it can be a little bit soul destroying on there.
Yeah, that's a good description.
Yeah, I mean, you get the feeling for every sort of single female, there's probably 1,000 guys, and like I say, you know, a lot of those guys will be disrespectful, and I'm not the sort of person to push myself forward.
That's the trouble, though. The good guys don't push themselves forward, so you almost get lost in this sea of rudeness because there are guys on there that just do treat it like Tinder, and it's just like click and fuck.
Yeah,
so I call
exactly.
it.
Which is, you know, sorry guys, but as women don't particularly enjoy that kind of.
Some might want to do that, but I would feel from how I've spoken to a lot of the single ladies, the majority don't.
No,
you know.
I mean, it's you know, for me, it is about the sexual side of things, but I still want a connection.
Of course,
you know, even you know that doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be a relationship, but you need some kind of connection to click, and if you've got that connection, then when you do click, and you know, the fireworks can go off. You know, without that, it's not the sort of lifestyle I want. I want some connection there. I want to feel some closeness, even if it is just for a short amount of time. You know, the connection's very important for me. And I just don't feel comfortable pushing myself forward, trying to make myself stand out. Yeah. Because I don't want to stand out. You know, I want to be respectful. And on the forums, you see some of the comments. I mean, on the Discord, there is a page dedicated to messages that people receive, mostly posted on there by the females from quite disrespectful males. Yeah. And I just don't want to be one of those people. You know, yes, I want sex, but I want it in a respectful way, in a kind way. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I want the connection. So,
and it should be fun. It should be fun. It's about having fun.
So I need to ask you. We talk about the journey, which we all hate that word, but even though you would probably say you've only been in the hobby for a relatively short time, how has your journey been, do you think?
Well, I mean, the journey started a long time ago because, you know, with ex-partners, it's been spoken about. You know, I was in a relationship for a long time, and you know, the lure of a club like that was spoken about, but you know, we never did anything. You know, I did trick her once and say I bought tickets to they're having a nice meal, you know, somewhere. She said, "Where is it?" I said, "Liberty Elite." What, you mean that club? I went, yeah. So you know, there'd always been talk about it in previous relationships. So, and it's always a lifestyle that's intrigued me, but I just didn't know. I just didn't know what direction to go in, you know, which is why I think what you guys have done has opened that sort of this lifestyle up for so many other people. You know, it's such a gentle way of getting into it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you threw me in at the deep end, and then you managed to drag me out, and then put me in the shallows a little bit. So
we broke you first, and then we built you back up.
Yeah.
So there'd always been conversations about this lifestyle, but just not really knowing what direction to go in. Then other relationships, you know, there'd been talk about sort of being exhibitionists or voyeurs, or just going and not doing anything, just experiencing it. So like I say, I think all those conversations that led me to the point where I asked you to take me to the club all those years ago, and then again I moved away from it. But
what was your not expectation, but what was your
perception of what it was going to be?
What were you thinking it was going to be like
on the first night, the first time you took me?
Just in general anyway, the naughty hobby in itself.
I guess I thought it was going to, how can I put this? I think kind of seedy in a sexy way. You know, and that to me was kind of part of the lure of it, you know. Ooh, sexy, seedy, you know, dark and dingy and things like that. And it just being a sort of like intensely sexual experience, you know. I just wasn't really prepared for it the first time. When I went to the summer party, I'm delighted to say it didn't feel seedy. It definitely felt sexy, and was extremely enjoyable for many reasons. But just if you just go from a social point of view, you know, the club was full of friendly people, lots of smiles, lots of chatting, and people happy to be there. You know, some people having their first experience. I mean, I class it as my first experience. But
did it surprise you?
It did. It surprised me how normal it felt. How, you know, there was no pretense. It was what it was. It's lots of people having a nice social evening, and then sort of 10:30, people get changed and then sort of move on from there. And it just, I think I just felt like I eased into it a lot more.
We've spoken to people where they've said it has taken them kind of 5 minutes. So they walk through the door and go, oh my God, we're really here. But then after 5 minutes, it's kind of this is just really quite normal. It's just a bar with loads of people and chatting, and then the night kind of develops. And it felt so relaxed. I was very, you know, I felt very relaxed. Like I say, the lovely lady that that sort of took me, helped me to relax. She'd got a great energy about her, and that rubbed off on me. Always than one. But it just felt really great. It felt nice, it felt loving, it felt caring. I didn't feel like I'd got to pretend to be anyone or be anything. So it was a completely different experience, and like I say, that is down to you, to your crew. It's not just us, because I mean you've made some friends now in the community, and so that's down to you as well, in as much as you putting yourself out there. And we're always so thankful for that.
Absolutely.
That people put all of themselves and all their energy and all their everything of themselves into it, and honesty. You know, everyone's so honest when they come to V2V, and that's makes it so special.
A little bit like what you just touched on about the gentleman's room. Knowing that I've got an outlet now where I can speak to other guys, and I'm not a dirty perv.
No,
you know, I'm a normal person with normal desires, normal wishes. It's somewhere for me to ask for advice and talk to people, and so it's a much more loving sort of community, certainly than Fab feels at times. So it's great.
How was it after you'd been to the event, and then obviously you go home, you're a single guy, you're on your own? How did you feel about, did you have anybody you could talk to, or was it just guys on the Discord group? Because you had managed to obviously already make those connections beforehand. Did you find that more useful than...
I think I don't know if I spoke to or on Discord very much, but one of the conversations on Discord recently was about how people sort of come down from the event, have somebody to talk to, and I didn't have that at the time, and I think that is important. Obviously, I've got friends that know, but I didn't say too much to them. But
there's a limit to what you can share.
I don't
vanilla
wanna,
folk.
I don't want to share too much. I mean, those friends that do know, sort of like, were blown away by the fact that I'd been to a night like this, and I think it was jealousy, to be perfectly honest.
You know what they say, honey, the quiet ones are always the worst.
Well,
you were very quiet at school.
That's why I don't like to say too much now.
It's a bit late for that, right?
Yeah. But no, it's one of the things that I guess I sort of do miss, just that closeness of somebody to talk to. Sort of, some of us guys are quite emotional folk, so we do like that slow come down. And but I think if I reached out on the gents group or anywhere on the Discord group, I know that there'd be responses there, positive responses, which I just don't necessarily think you'd get from other sites.
And what's I think is so beautiful, and it's a natural progression, is that, like you yourself, so if a guy was in there who was brand new, you would be able to talk them through that now and go, you probably will feel like this, after your very first trip to a club. And that's, to me, is one of the most beautiful things, that people then share their experiences with other brand new people. Yeah,
the bits of advice that you gave me way back when are still very valid today, and that's go along with no expectations. I think I'd got certain expectations built up in my head that it was going to be this and it was going to be that, and it wasn't those things, which I'm pleased about, really. It wasn't the sex fest. Actually, no, it probably was, but it wasn't.
Was it?
Sausage fest.
It was. Well, it was certainly that. Yeah. But it was, if you've not been before, you can build it up to be so many different things in your head that it probably won't be.
Yeah.
So, you said to me, go with no expectations. I certainly went with no expectations this time. And then if you don't have expectations, then it's quite easy to have your mind blown. And my mind was blown in a much more enjoyable way at the V2V summer party.
I'm so glad we redeemed ourselves.
Oh, you've definitely done that. No, I think what you've created is amazing, and obviously with what you've announced recently, it's exciting times ahead.
Wow, 2026.
Yeah.
And again, for us, this is like brand new. This is like us going to the club for the first time.
It is.
Well, I can't believe they've let you have the West Wing of Buckingham Palace.
Well, Andrew doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah, he's moved out. We've got it. Yeah, we're going to be fine. It's going to be great.
Prince Mr. N.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a peerage going spare, darling.
We've got a couple of corgis for guard dogs. We're going to be fine. No.
And obviously that makes you a princess, doesn't it? Automatically.
Well,
You'd be there anyway.
Whatever.
Mrs. N is going to be Hong Kong Fooey soon.
Oh, don't.
Soon. So this week we have booked SIA courses, because we've got to all be like security conscious and all this, that and the other. So we're doing full SIA courses.
Yeah, so listen, guys, be warned, don't do anything to piss me off, otherwise I might give you a karate chop.
Well, I wonder why you were swinging those nunchucks around when I walked in the front room.
She's been waxing on, waxing off all week, Mr. Miyagi.
Honestly, the things we didn't know that we had to do.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been quite overwhelming this week, hasn't it, Mr. N?
Absolutely, yeah. You've got to go into everything. I mean, one thing that I didn't even think about is you do your risk assessment for where your water comes from. I just turn the tap, it comes out, I have no problem. And now all of a sudden I've got to have a risk assessment for where my water comes from. And it's like, how does this work? You know, it's risk assessments for everything.
There is an element of responsibility, I feel, that we're going to be opening our own club. We've always had that responsibility with our events, and we've always taken our events really seriously, and we really care about the people that come to them and the experience that they have. And I just feel like now that's ramped up even more, because now it's going to be, you know, our club.
And I think as well, choosing of the venue, this is something that has been going on for a long time.
Yeah,
as you probably know.
It's been a long journey.
We've shared it with a couple of people, haven't we? And there's that thing now of we know this building, this venue, and we're hoping that other people love it as much as we do, because we really do love it.
We've taken so much into consideration, haven't we?
And it's a case of, as well, where we've had venues where we thought it would work, but you don't know what you don't know. And then we've kind of gone in and gone, but the nearest hotel is like 15 miles away. So that's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know, how can people afford Ubers for 15 miles? Then we've looked at other places where they're going, but you've got to walk 5 minutes to the car park. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Dressed as an ice cream cone for the summer party, that's not going to work at all. You know, then we've got places where it just simply felt disjointed. And so we kind of pictured ourselves as that V2V atmosphere, but it had 2 or 3 rooms, and that's not going to work, because your party's going to get split up. You know. Mr. Saucy always says there's no such thing as the perfect club.
No.
Every club has its flaws, and he said, Mr. N, you know, you're looking for the perfect club. It doesn't exist. Pack it in. But he said, you know, you just go for the one with the least flaws that you can find and try and make it work. And it was great advice.
It was really good advice.
He's the Yoda of swinging clubs. Is Saucy.
So I've been to one. Twice, but we'll discount one of those. So,
and you're about to have your 3rd visit as well, aren't you?
Yes.
We've managed to drag you along to the Christmas party.
Yeah. Being escorted again by the same lovely lady, so she's going to take me in hand, as it were, and look after me. And obviously, I'll be a gentleman and look after her as well.
You're quite historic. You were there when V2V was born.
Yes.
And you're going to be at the very last V2V at Liberty Elite.
Yeah.
So you've got to be at the brand new club when it opens.
Yes. Yeah. You never know. I might end up being one of the doormen, you know.
Hey, listen.
But yeah, you know,
I'll just make a note of that. He did say it. We have got it on tape.
I don't know if I'm too short to be a doorman.
You are not short. I always say when you're lying down, it makes no difference anyway.
Well, if I'm being a doorman, hopefully I won't be lying down, you know. But,
well, hopefully not.
No. I'm not doing my job right if that's the case.
Unless I've got confused and done a Hong Kong Phooey on you, and then we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So have you got any kind of, I don't want to say expectations, because we always say don't have any expectations, but where your journey is going to take you?
Oh, blimey. I mean, sort of for me, you know, obviously, like most people, I would love a relationship with someone, whether that's in the lifestyle or outside the lifestyle. I just don't know.
That's a great question to yourself.
Yeah.
Could you see yourself of the possibility of continuing in the lifestyle with someone that you had genuine feelings for? Is that a possibility even?
Well, everything's a possibility. I really don't know how to answer that. Sort of, it's something that if I was to meet somebody, then, you know, could we step away from the lifestyle to build on that relationship? Or I suppose it's, you know, if you're meeting somebody and it is a, you know, obviously there's 2 people, there's 2 lots of thoughts and emotions to consider.
I always everybody knows I don't particularly like the word lifestyle, and that's why we call it the naughty hobby, because it is a hobby. You do dip in and dip out depending on what's going on in your life at the time.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'd never want to. If I thought somebody had to change themselves to be in a relationship with me, then I wouldn't be comfortable in that relationship. I'd never expect anybody to change for me.
Yeah.
And so it's a difficult one, and I suppose it's not something I can really answer until
communication.
That is the key. That is the key. Good communication.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, if you're both on the same page and you're both happy, it doesn't really matter whether you're in the hobby or you're not in the hobby.
I mean, the one thing I do know is that after a long relationship where things became boring, and you know, and that's not just down to the other person, that's down to me as well. You know, the traditional relationship, you can certainly see the benefits of being in the naughty hobby. Just keeping things alive, you know, as long as there's the communication and the love there, and you can deal with the potentials of sort of jealousy and all of those pitfalls, you know. If you can deal with all those areas, then there's no reason why it can't be a beautiful relationship. And I've got to say, the two people in front of me now prove that. You know, you've got such a fantastic relationship, and you're in the naughty hobby. Not the lifestyle, I wouldn't use that phrase.
Definitely don't use that word.
It is a bit of a lifestyle now for us. Everybody knows.
Well, it's kind of,
There's not an estate agent in the whole of the Midlands that doesn't know that we've been looking for a sex club. It's just the way it is.
It's not a sex club.
It's not. It's a private members club. It's a private members club. They call it that.
I know.
It's a private members club that swingers will attend. They go, is it a sex club? No.
but you two do prove, and you know, and I see people on Discord and that I've met at the summer party of relationships that have blossomed because of the naughty hobby. So you know, one can't discount it, that it could continue, but until we're there, it's a difficult one to answer, really.
We've had couples that have met, and it's always weird because they always say, we were not expecting it.
Yeah.
It just literally
it just happens.
Turned up, and it just happens. Like the beautiful Fabudo, who came on our podcast, and you know they and for me, obviously, because me and Mrs. N went into it together, we were two vanillas. It's a foreign area for me. I don't understand that how you could become two singles and then go into it. I think it's a beautiful thing, but I can't get my head around it of how it would work. You know, that's their experience, and I've got no experience of that. And to me, that's, I can imagine that some people would need space to go back and just be the two people. Yeah. You build that relationship up before you sort of like continue where you perhaps left off. But again, that's down to communication, working out what you both want. Yeah. Sometimes it's difficult to know exactly what you want, but hopefully it would be another enjoyable part of the journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So. I am interested. I know we talked about it briefly earlier. We were talking about mental health and everything else. How important do you think, not particularly in a relationship, but just having enjoyable sex helps with mental health?
Well, firstly, like I say, use it or lose it, you know. Like I say, just enjoyable sex. I didn't want to go onto dating sites and be not open and honest, or it felt wrong. I've been on dating sites, and you know, I don't want to hurt people, and I don't want to be hurt myself. So sort of taking this direction is it feels more honest. It feels more authentic. You know, I do want a physical relationships, you know, and I do want to explore different. I know,
Yeah.
it's, different lifestyle,
Yeah,
a different
yeah.
way of doing things. Sort of monogamy doesn't necessarily work. It can lead to boredom and just being discontent. And I think that's why so many people sort of fall out of love with people or have affairs and things like that. Whereas if you can explore this different way of doing things, could be beneficial for both people. But I certainly felt alive again after the summer party. But we go back 3 years, and I perhaps was in a different place, in a dark place, not just dark desires. So I think you do have to go into it with the right mental attitude.
Yeah.
And as a single guy, I didn't have anybody I could talk to about it. But certainly as couples, so it's good to have that conversation. You've got somebody there, and if you go into it together, then that's a great way of doing it.
I think it's a very eloquent way that you put it. We have couples who attend V2V who don't necessarily even swap, but they've got that honesty there that they can go and say, oh my God, she's hot, he's hot.
Yeah.
And it's just that honesty that we do find other people sexy and attractive, and we can look at other people naked and find them really hot in the playroom. And then it's up to the individual of what level you take that to.
Yeah.
In as much as whether you do go off and play with other people.
Yeah.
Some people just will only ever play together, same room. Other people go that step further and do separate room swaps. There's always a level that different people are on. And it's so easy to judge yourself. And that's one of the worst things in the hobby, is that we judge ourselves and we go, oh yeah, but we're not a full swap couple, so nobody will like us. We've heard that so many times, haven't we?
Times. I think we were all guilty of putting ourselves in pigeonholes. You should be this, or society tells you should be this, and this is what you are. And so when you think to yourself, well, I don't feel like I am, you then put the pressure on yourself, don't you, to say, well, I don't fit into that category.
Yeah, and that's one thing we really want to create with the V2V club, is that if you're a couple or even a single person that just wants to experience the sexy atmosphere, there's absolutely zero judgment on you to just come and enjoy the atmosphere without even taking your clothes off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just come and get some cake. Have a cake, have a coffee.
There's going to be plenty of cake at V2V.
Exactly, have a coffee. The water is absolutely pure. We've done risk assessments. It's brilliant.
But just when I went into sort of like, you go into the bar area at Libs, just the atmosphere there was sort of electric but friendly, happy. Everybody was happy to chat to each other, and the little game you played of matching the postcards up was great. It just got people talking to each other, and it just felt like such a friendly environment, and everybody knew why they were there. There was no pretense. Of like it was like that was out in the open, and so therefore you're not got to pretend. Whereas if you went to a club, a normal club, and you thought, I might meet somebody and I might get lucky or whatever, it's just if anything, it's a slightly darker way of doing it.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
so it's, if anything, going to one of your nights is about honesty. It's about honesty. It's about integrity. You're going there because you want to have some sexy fun. And
I think a lot of people find as well, not necessarily our night, but just being in the hobby themselves, is when you are in the environment with lots of other people that are in the hobby, you can just be your true self, because you haven't got to watch what you're saying. So many times you'll go to, and I've done it myself, where I've gone to say something and then fortunately thought about it and go, oh, well, I can't say that here. But when we're doing our events, it's literally, I don't even have to think, because I know that people will get it and they understand.
For me, one of the biggest things, the day we stop learning is the day that I'll grow bored of the hobby. One of the things you said, Billion, was that you lost your parents. And for me, I lost my mum really shortly before we had to do a V2V party. And I was just sitting at home going, how am I going to do this party? how am I just going to be me? I don't want to go and put a face on and put a mask on and pretend that I'm having a good time. And I wasn't sure how I was going to deal with that. And then when we got to the club, there were people there that, like Saucy, who just come and put his arms around me. And it was just so authentic and so real that I just didn't have to be anybody else, and I didn't have to be Mr. N, super sexy host. I could just be me.
It's a caring environment. That's the thing. Sort of everybody had each other's best interests at heart. It was a caring environment, and you could just feel it. Feel that, and that was the surprise for me, how easygoing it was.
I know when we first started going, we used to say we always feel like we've been on holiday, didn't we? We had that overwhelming, just chilled.
I remember you saying that to me before you actually took me the first time. You felt like you'd been on holiday, even though it was only 15 miles away.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now we feel like 18 to 30 club reps.
I'm going to get you a jacket.
Yeah.
Especially with the games. What was it? Willy wanging you did.
I think we've now got Rogers and the Cabin Girl on our crew.
Right.
They've taken the games. They are game supremos.
Oh my word, are they?
And they've taken the games to the next level, and we've put them in charge of organising games for the V2V Club, because we're just stepping back.
Yeah, we're amateurs compared to them.
We can't compete with you. Some of the games that they come out with, we're like, holy shit, this is on another level. But they take it very seriously. They're sticklers for the rules. It's brilliant.
No cheating.
Absolutely
no cheating.
No.
It's all about naughty fun, though.
So we will have a designated game area at V2V for Rogers and the Cabin Girls games.
Yeah,
we'll be told you will have to obey the rules or face the Cabin Girls' wrath.
Well, if you can't win fair and square.
And that's to say, it's not the winning, it's the taking part.
Exactly.
And
it's always good to take part.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming today and sharing everything that you shared. It's been amazing having you on the podcast in person. Because we told your story on episode 7, which is still one of my all-time favourite podcasts. But I don't think it was a shadow of having you here.
Well, now we can prove that we didn't make you up, that you were actually real.
Yeah, no, I'm a real person. We definitely went to school together.
We did.
Every story in this whole journey is a complete mental story, isn't it? So we went to school together, and now we're taking you to the Swingers Club.
It's a natural progression, isn't it?
It is.
Well, no, thank you for having me on. I hope I've given something back. And hopefully given people a bit of confidence in your nights and the way that you look after people as well, because that should never be understated. You really do look after people well.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. And
you are also living proof that there are some super, super decent single guys out there. So don't overlook them, girls. And
the important thing is as well, and we always stress this, is for people listening to this show who are not in the best place and probably feeling just a bit lonely and things like that, and they've got that sexy side to them that they just want to explore. It is a safe place to come, as long as you're respectful and you're respectful to other people, and you've got an open heart. And V2V is the place where you can come and just go on the chat room and just talk to people in the Discord room and introduce yourself and just say, I'm thinking of coming to an event, and seeing where it goes.
It's certainly, from my perspective, you really do care about the people that come along. So you wouldn't allow people that would be disrespectful to come along.
We guard that etiquette very, very closely, don't we?
Absolutely.
We expect an etiquette of just basically not being a dickhead.
Yeah.
It's just being caring about people, respecting others. Everybody's there with vastly different dynamics, and that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for being part of it.
Thank you for having me.
And an integral part of the history of V2V.
I know.
Brilliant.
We wait for the next part of the journey.
So we've really got another 170 episodes before I come on again.
We'll see you on episode 338. Thank you so much, Billion.
No, thank you guys. I've loved it. It's been fun. Billion71.
You can send him a message on Fab Swingers. He probably will only look at it in a month's time or whatever. You never know. We'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.